So a lot of people ask me about my gear, what kind of helmet I have, what kind of jacket I have. A lot of people ask about the jacket. The jacket is a Scorpion jacket that I got in probably 2008 or 9 that I just really like and can't let go of, you know? And it's got, you know, padding in the arms, it's got shoulders, it's got the back. Let's see where we at. At the back. It fits well. It has a zip in, zip out liner, which is pretty cool. Mainly I bought it for the winter time because I wanted to keep the wind out. And what's the best way to do that is leather. And honestly, like, I put a hoodie on in this thing and I'm riding in 30-degree weather, you know? I got these, what are these, Sedici pants or whatever. This is the first generation, but there's a whole new generation out now. Same deal, you know, padded in the thighs, pad for your, that's my dog. My dog doesn't like this. She's, I'll cut to you and show you some clips of her going nuts. Butters, Butt, Butters, Butters, it's my clothes. Oh my God, dude. She thinks it's a person. Try to explain it to her, but she's not having it. So you got your butt pad, which I don't know how much that's gonna help, honestly, but mainly this to keep my skin from peeling away as I slide down the concrete, which hopefully never happens, but at least if it does, I'll be ready. Sliders, which I have yet to do any damage to. I mean, I rode a cruiser for years, so there was no need to use those things, and this probably was overkill for what I was doing, honestly, but it doesn't really matter, I guess, as long as you're protected right. The boots are Icon Super Duty 5 or something like that. What do they say? Icon Super Duty 4. They fit pretty well. I don't know. The problem is these buckles, they made them too long, you know? So yeah, the clip kind of sucks. We'll talk more about that in a second. They've got a hard toe, not a steel toe, but a hard toe. It doesn't come on the top of your toe, but the tip of it. Got the little ankle ball protectors on both sides, which I honestly love. I worry about my little ankle balls. And then you got, your heel as well is hard. It comes up to about, I think about here. Sole is good, you know. These I've had for, I don't know, maybe 6 months. The shoelaces obviously are going to hell. This one I've already replaced with a terrible shoelace. That's all I had here. I was leaving to go for a ride and broke the shoelace in half on this one, and found this shoelace on what? My old boots, which were Icon Super Duty 3s. Boom. Which honestly, man, I loved these boots so much. I loved everything about them. They also have the ball protector for your ankle, hard ass heel, and all this, which the new ones don't have. You know, you see that. The leather, there was like leather around this, which all just kind of peeled off over the years. You can still see a little bit of it here. You know, there you go. There you go. But why did I like these the most? A couple things, right? Hard ass external toe right here for going under your shifter and stuff. These things have these little nubs or whatever, but honestly, I'm destroying these boots with my shifter, and I'm just ripping into them, you know? I mean, look at it, dude. So it is what it is. Like, I hate when companies take something that's good and make it worse. Why would you do that? You know, you're just trying to save money. Charge more. Oh, Butter's gonna drink some water. So back to what I was saying. Right, here's the other problem with these things that I originally talked about was this stupid clip. You know, it's cool. I like it. It's a great idea. The problem is it's too big. Right, this part right here. Here, let's see. Let's clip it. Let's clip it. Right, this part right here is too long. You know, it doesn't make it doesn't, like, my foot is only that big, and honestly, when I'm wearing this thing, that's how I got it, because my ankles are skinny, and there's all this gap here, so they're really not holding the boot on my foot that tightly. What's weird is this side is bigger than this one, you know, which, I mean, I you know, they're made by people, so I get it. But this one was different, right? It's a totally different design. The clip part, instead of it being on the buckle, right, like on the thing itself, with that being there. Now this is cool, right? You can change the angle of it, but it would be nice if I could slide it backwards or forwards, you know? This one, same deal, you can change the angle, but look, you got two different spots, plus this thing slides in and it goes deep in there. So you can go into the second thing, and look, that sucker is holding, you know? It's also, honestly, seems like it's in a different location. It's a little bit lower, you know, which is better. I felt like these were good and gonna stay on me, and honestly, I'd still be riding with them if it wasn't for this. Yeah, one day I was walking and that happened. I'm gonna get them fixed, because honestly, these things I probably got in 08 or 09. You know, they're super old, but I'm loyal to my stuff. And look at this sole. I mean, these things have been through, I put 32,000 miles on my first bike. You know what I mean? And these things were, it probably rode 30,000 of them, you know? These things came along, I don't know, after I got the new bikes, the Daytona and the FC. And they're cool, they feel good. I put my liners on, they're warm. You know, I wanted solid leather shoes that were weatherproof. You know, ideally these things won't fill up with water. It's just the buckles suck. Thinking what I'm gonna do, and it sounds ridiculous, but making like an adapter bracket to move this back some if I can. I don't know, I'll figure it out. That's the kind of stuff I like to do. Make stuff that out of nothing, make something out of nothing. And then these were a little bit taller. I kind of dug that. But yeah, it is what it is, dude. I also liked the flat sole. I don't know, to me it was cooler. But this is good too for when you got pegs. I had floorboards before, so I was on a cruiser. For gloves, I'm using these Alpine stars I bought recently. I have tape over the vent holes because I don't really like air flowing inside my gloves. It aggravates my hands. I'm a freaking weirdo, so it is what it is on that. But I like them. They fit well. I can stick some liners in there, and I added snaps, right? And I got a rant about gloves and Velcro. You know, you have these, you know, multiple $100 gloves, you know, $200 gloves, $150 gloves, whatever, and the Velcro lasts about a week before it quits sticking. So the entire ride, you're just sticking your Velcro back together. That's bullshit. Like, honestly, add some snaps, which is what I did, and then it stays hooked up forever, and you don't have to worry about it the entire ride. I don't have one single problem since I put these snaps on. The little Amazon kit that I bought. I can find one. I can find and put the link to it. In fact, let me see. It's right here. Yeah, little snap kit I bought from Amazon. It's like a whole little pack. You got the little things to cut the holes, and stuff to mash these in, like press them into your whatever you're trying to put a snap on. Honestly, I recommend buying them and trying it on a piece of paper first. That way you don't mess anything up, and then going back. The hardest part with this is figuring out where this thing lands when it's on you, and then taking it off of you and leaving it there. But I pulled it off pretty well. So you got the Alpine Stars gloves. I'm not sure what model any of this stuff is, really. I mean, the Super Duty 4s, I know that because it says it on the tongue. These Sedicis, they only make one set of these pants, and there's already a new set out. But dude, I've had these things for years and years, and honestly, I mean, you could see they're a little ragged out. They're starting to show their age, you know? But rightfully so, dude. They've put in a lot of work. And then the old Scorpion jacket. Honestly, I'm not really big on all the flames and stuff, but because it's hidden, I'm okay with it. Air blows through here, comes right out the back, no problem. Just take the liner out. During the summer, 90-degree day, dude, I'm comfortable as long as I'm moving. You know, even if we stop at a light, it really is not that bad. Once you get moving, you know, you kind of cool off. Honestly, if you sweat a little bit, once the wind starts blowing, that sweat even cools you off even more, you know, with the wind mixed with it. So, you know, I guess what I'm getting at is wear your gear, dude. There's no excuse to not wear your gear. And if you watch any of my videos, or if you've seen Tim's accident, you know, his gear is the reason he's alive right now. You know, he landed on his butt in the video and it looks like he just stops there, but he doesn't. He continues to slide and roll, and that car was barreling to come over him. And what kept him was him using his feet to push his body off of the car. And how is he doing that? By sliding on his back via his badass Alpine Stars jacket that protected him and saved his entire back skin. You know, that's something, you know, you might survive it, but that's something they might not necessarily be able to fix. And it won't kill you today, it'll kill you a couple of months from now from infections. You know, when you spend the next 3 months in the hospital and then die from an infection. So, you know, for a couple of $100 and a little inconvenience of having to wear a jacket when you stop, it's worth it, you know, unless you're willing to die and go through all that crap, you know. I feel safe in this outfit. Next we'll do my helmet. This thing is an HJC FG17 helmet that's pretty old too. It's probably about 4 or 5 years old. It's probably time for a new one, honestly. But man, I just like the look of it. I like the rounded look. You know, I don't really like that pointy chin look helmet, you know. Right, so what do we got going on? We got the Hero 7 in the front, mounted by a chin mount that a friend of mine printed on his 3D printer. I went to thingiverse.com and I asked him to print out this STL file, and he did, and it's pretty solid. I mean, I just got it stuck on there with 3M double stick. And honestly, it's probably ready for a new piece of tape right about now, but it's summertime and it's a black helmet, so what do you expect? It's gonna heat up that tape and make it soft. This mount is, it's like an extra little weird extended piece that I got from chinmounts.com. And look, if you don't know a guy with a 3D printer, then you can always just pay Chin Mounts to build you one right here. They're like 30 bucks. That's a lot of money for a piece of plastic, honestly, but it's worth it when you just get a helmet and put it on there and it's done, and you don't have to worry about this big stupid bar coming off of it or having clips and stuff. I'd rather just stick that thing on the front of my helmet and call it a day, you know? So that's that. I do have to move it to open the visor, but it's not that bad. I'm pretty much used to it now. You probably see me doing that in my videos. Yeah, I'll grab it and put it. You always see my hand coming up and down doing that whenever I want to tell somebody to go F themselves. So that's a Hero 7. This is the audio adapter, obviously. I just Velcroed it to the helmet, right? Regular old Velcro. I mean, it's not even that heavy. It's a tiny little thing. It looks bigger in the pictures. With a MOVO ACM 400 or something like that, it's called, microphone that is mounted in here on this side, deep down up in there, but it's sticking out. I got a little piece of fuzz. Maybe I can, let's see. Nah, dude, you'll never see it, dude, whatever. But it's in there, trust me. What's next? The Cardo Freecom 4, you know. A friend of mine was selling it because he had a bike and crashed it. So now it's mine. And then I have a Hero 7, which I'm actually using to film this, mounted on the back of my helmet. I have a Hero Session 4 that I put on the handlebars. So this is that Session. Hero Session 4. This is what I use to point back at me on the handlebars. I got it on a ram mount with an extra ball, and I'll show you why I do that in a second. It's got horrible night vision, the grainiest footage ever, almost unusable. Originally I had this mounted on the back of my helmet because of the form factor, you know, it just fit perfect. But you could not, man, at night it's just so bad. And even during the day it's kind of washed out. And you can see that when you look at my videos. I'm working on doing something about that. I did, however, I have a Sony action cam that I lent to a friend. That's what I use before. That's what I was using before I got this session. This session I got from a friend of mine who was going to prison. And I'll tell you that story one day too. It's interesting. So for nighttime though, I've got this Sony AS100V, I guess it's called. I got this thing on Facebook Marketplace for $60 or $80 or something. Not a bad deal. Most people want, you know, $150 for the thing. It's got, you know, you can live stream from it. It's got GPS built in it. I don't use any of that. Honestly, I just use it because of the night vision. Sony makes a good nighttime camera. If you want to shoot at night, buy a Sony action camera, especially that new one. I mean, granted, it's $500-600, but dude, it's awesome. It looks amazing at night. This thing right here looks amazing at night. I don't use the Steadicam on it though. It's way too sensitive. And when you put it on handlebars, it confuses it, and it just bounce. Your whole video is bouncy, and it looks ridiculous. So I wouldn't recommend using Steadicam or on this thing on handlebars. Other than that though, walking around, man, this thing is awesome. It really shoots good video. Crisp, clear, nice colors. The contrast looks great. The sky is always beautiful. You know, this thing washes the sky out like crazy, you know, which it is what it is, man. Once I get a budget, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we get monetized, we get a budget, we'll start getting some good cameras, you know. So let me show you why I have that extra ball. Now on the FZ, it would be easy to just add another handlebar mount on the other side and put something else. Because the problem is, all right, where am I gonna put my phone then? You know, if I got this camera, what am I gonna do with my phone? Well, I take this guy right here and add it to that, right? Boom. Whoops. So I take this guy and add it to there, and then I take my phone part and put that sucker on the FZ. I hold it sideways, and then on the Daytona it goes up and down. These are just like them little, I don't know if you watch South Park, Skaz, you know what a Skaz is? Skaz for your cause, right? Lance Armstrong bracelets, that's what these are. I just ordered some black ones. The rubber for the ram mount breaks. I bought 3 of them and broke all 3 of them before I even had a phone mounted on the thing. They just kept breaking. So I was walking around my house looking for rubber bands or something just because I needed to leave. And I remembered I had these things that I bought, honestly, because I need something to hold this door on, because that's why I got it so cheap. The door is broken. This case is like $180 or $150 for a camera that I paid $60 for. Kiss my butt, so what? You know what I mean? When you got these bad boys and wrapped one around there, holds the front on beautifully, not a problem. And these things, I'll show you what the phone looks like in it. All right, so yeah, I have an old phone, I know, and honestly I don't care. That, like, phone's not important to me because I got computers and crap that I use for important stuff. Really, I use it to make calls and GPS. So yeah, you put this thing on the ball, and then you got your little extra. And then look, I got my Skaz. My Skaz is holding my phone down. That thing is going nowhere. And I don't have to worry about them breaking or barely hooking the corner or ripping the case. Dude, what a garbage design, dude. Honestly, ram mount, bro, y'all got a lot of stuff right, but fix that, because that rubber thing, whatever that stupid thing, it's garbage. Do this right here. These things, 5 of them for like $5 on Amazon. Black rubber armband or something it's called, rubber bracelet, right? But yeah, dude, one ball, boom, holds it all. And then when it's on the sport bike, I do it like this. Go. You hear Butters in the background? That's Butters back there growling at my jacket and my pants still. She doesn't like them. But that's how it rides on the sport bike. Problem is the key's in here, so you gotta go the key. But it works well, man. Dude, great little setup. And then get rid of this dude if I want. Put the Sony on there. Oh, and put the little rubber band around it to keep that stupid door on. And then there we go, we're set. So that's my setup. That's how I bring these beautiful, wonderful videos to you. Now look, I know that a lot of you people judge me and you call me stupid and all, but I want you to understand the level of what you're dealing with here, okay? So let's say I'm with my crew, I'm with the Wheelie Boys, I want to videotape them, I want to record this, but I got a camera on my face. That means I have to look at them the entire time I'm riding, right? It's kind of dangerous. I need to be looking ahead of myself, in front of where I'm going, right? Because if I look to the left, guess where I'm gonna go, right? Isn't that the rule, right? You look left, you go left, right? So what do you do? How do you solve that? You mount the freaking camera. That's right, boy. That's right, boy. That's right, boy. That's right. While y'all living in 2022, I'm over here living in the year 5027. When it comes to where you're gonna put your helmet, how we're gonna hang these things up, what are we gonna do with them? I basically just went to Home Depot, bought these little hooks. They're like $1 something. Made the square, anchored them, boom, done deal. I'm a single guy, so I can do whatever I want in my house. You may want to do this in your garage if you have a wife. But you probably can tell by this room that there's no wife. There's a dog though. Again, everybody, thank you very much. Like, every one of you means the world to me. I would have never in a million years thought that we would make it to 400 subscribers. I was just making a channel for me and my buddies. And dude, you guys are amazing. I love you so much. The mean people, I love you too. I love all of you. You know, I don't want to see anything bad happen to y'all. I would like to see some of that negativity go away. I would like to see us all lift each other up instead of break each other down. But everybody's got their own idea of what's fun. So I get it. It's cool, you know. But thanks again. Y'all have a great night. Everybody, please ride safe. Have a good day. Have a good life. Comment and let me know. Talk to me about your gear. Let me know what you got. I want to know what you have. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Look at this greasy thing. I got chicken fingers. Don't be fooled by the crate. That's just a beater. I got the big boy right here. And if you know, then you know.